Hey there, it's Sandy Freshy, professional life coach and human design specialist, and I'm back today with some tips on how to prepare for an inner retreat. So if you looked at the video from yesterday, you know that I am preparing to take myself on a personal retreat that I am going on from the comfort of my own home. And this is a little bit different from a staycation or just hanging out for a few days at home alone. It's really about establishing the energy of the revitalization that you get from going inside into your personal environment. Now, you don't have to leave home to do this. You don't have to have a ton of money to do this like you would if you were packing up and going to an exotic retreat somewhere. And you only really need a few days or a few hours over several days where you can just be totally alone. So really the only requirement is to have some good quality alone time. So you may want to choose, if you have children in the house, a time, even 12 hours or 24 hours, where your children are staying at someone else's house and your spouse is out of town on business, or something like that, where you can just carve that little bit of time out. But you don't have to quit working altogether. As I mentioned the last time, I have worked during my inner retreats here and there. So as long as you're not doing something strenuous and you have pretty much sort of cleared the plate of anything that requires a lot of your mental or physical energy or emotional energy or focus, then you can continue to work here and there. The important thing is to carve out that time. There's blocks of times for yourself to be able to really go inside and get a good quality connection with yourself. And you do have to do just a little bit of preparation to make sure that your space is cleared enough so that you can really get what you need to get from your retreat. So really what you're doing here is you're creating a listening space where you can be alone to process your thoughts and feelings and relax enough to receive inner guidance. So here's how you can prepare. First of all, you need to commit some time to do it. And I knew several months in advance that I would have this little bit of block of time to be able to do this inner retreat process, so I blocked everything out on my calendar to make sure that nothing got booked during that time. And this time I'm actually going to do about 5 days of inner retreat work. Now, along with that, you want to clear away some potential distractions. So look ahead at things that might come up over that time period and see if you can reschedule them. See if there are ways that you can minimize the distractions that would potentially get in the way of the quality of your process. And then you want to set up a sanctuary in your home to do your inner work. And really this can be the corner of your house where you have a meditation cushion, or your couch and a clear space around your couch. I do recommend that if you have a lot of clutter in your house, that you go ahead and clean the clutter as much as possible, or if you're distracted by a house that's not neat and tidy, that you go ahead and make efforts ahead of time to get your laundry done, to tidy up your house, and to rid out things that are really going to distract you. But look around your home and see if you can create a sacred space where you can do your inner work, if you don't already have that, of course. Now, the other thing that is really important to do ahead of time is to start weaning yourself off of outer distractions, such as TV, internet, all of those things, that drama from friends even, that would distract you during your retreat and keep you plugged into the outer world when you really need to be plugging into yourself. So what I do is I stop watching TV. I haven't watched TV since in about 2 weeks, actually. And I'm going to start limiting my computer time in the next few days. And I'm going to stop doing a lot of excess social media so that I can begin to unplug from that outside world. And then, along with that, it's really important to give some thought to who you want to avoid or what you want to avoid during this retreat. And that could be friends that carry a lot of drama or have a lot of drama in their lives. It could be negative people in your life. It could be certain foods that you want to avoid, or alcohol, or things that just kind of make you feel sluggish and unproductive and unfocused. So the 5 things that really help you to prepare for an inner retreat, if you're going to try this for yourself, are to commit to the time. So if you want to do this, go ahead and look at your calendar. I'm going to invite you and encourage you, when you finish this video, to just look at your calendar and see when you can even carve out 24 hours, 36 hours a week to do this process. I do recommend, if you aren't used to going inside, that you maybe start with 12 or 24 hours of concentrated focus time and then work your way up in subsequent retreats. And then clear away any potential distractions. Set up your sanctuary in your home. Make it feel very sacred and very clean and pure to you and very supportive. Then begin to slow down yourself, your inner rhythm, and your focus on the outside by weaning yourself off of distractions like TV and internet and social media and those types of things that are full of noise in your possible environment. And then give some thought to how else you can avoid distractions during your retreat time. Now, the other thing that I do before I start the retreat is I do a whole intention process. So I know what I'm going to be working with when I enter into the process, so that it's not just idle time that I can easily get tempted away from. So in the next video, I'm going to share with you my process for setting intentions in my inner retreat. So until the next time, I encourage you to look on your calendar and see when you can schedule your first inner retreat.